Good morning, everyone. It's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. How are you guys doing? It's, what is it? Wednesday? Awesome. Yay. Wednesday. Or is it Thursday? It's Wednesday. Welcome to my channel. If you are brand new, thank you so much for joining me. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. And to my members, thank you so much for joining me and supporting the channel. If you are brand new, make sure you hit the subscribe button over here. And if you are having trouble with notifications because YouTube is a big fat mess, make sure you check me out on my social media where I always post when I go live, and I post the links after the stream if you want to watch the replay. Okay. So what are you guys thinking? Yesterday we had, I was able to interview Amy Duggar, Amy Duggar King, who is the first cousin of the Duggars, Jim Bob and Michelle. Amy is the daughter of Deanna, Jim Bob's older sister, and she is from the secular world. Oh my gosh. Amy was very outspoken that she is currently supporting Jill and Derek during this time and would support any of the girls if they made a decision where they needed to leave. Well, she didn't really say that part, but she said she would always be there for them, with sort of that underlying assumption that if they left, she would be there. So we have been following this, and it was interesting because shortly after I did that, I got this photo right over here popped up into my Instagram feed, and it was Anna Duggar, okay? And Anna was sharing a photo of her and Josh on a double date with Jim Bob and Michelle, okay? And she wrote this: "We enjoyed a double date with Pops and Lolly. Ugh. This evening. It means the world to have parents that unconditionally love us and who are there to encourage us along life's way. The older I get, the more I realize how much I value and lean on the advice from our parents and the godly men and women who are a couple decades ahead of us. Thanks, sweetie, Pops and Lolly, for such a fun evening. It was great to chat, laugh, and have a great night out together. Little Duggars." Okay? Ugh. I found that kind of weird. Like, there's some double standards here, right? So the Duggars have not publicly acknowledged Jill since 2017, over 2 years ago, because it's 2020 now, okay? The last time they even acknowledged her on Instagram was a birthday shout out in 2017 in May. She has not been acknowledged publicly on their website or on their Instagram since. Michelle and Jim Bob have been careful to only discuss the children. And even at the birth of Jill's youngest child, they did not even mention Jill, only the size of Samuel, okay? So they have not been acknowledging Jill, but meanwhile, they're going on double dates with this douche canoe, okay? Josh, the guy that has been kicked off of TLC's show because of his inappropriateness with his sisters when he was a teenager, and then also because what? Oh yeah, that's right, he had accounts on Ashley Madison and OkCupid and was actively cheating on his wife, Anna, who now has had 2 children since the scandal. During all of that, Anna stayed with her in-laws, because that's natural, and she stayed with Josh. And since then, they have written this like glorifying, like, you're the most amazing son in the whole world, you're so godly and amazing, and you're such a good father, and you're such a good person letter onto their website, DuggarFam.com, on Michelle's blog. But they have not said a damn thing about Jill, the one that was actually one of the people that was affected by Josh, okay? So, Derek Dillard, for his part, has been talking a lot about this on his Instagram. And he's been saying, like, hey, Jill didn't want to film the show. We didn't want to film after everything came out about Josh. Jill felt really, like, uncomfortable. She didn't want to move forward. They forced her to keep going despite the fact that she was not the perpetrator. Okay? And they forced Jill to sit through an interview with Megyn Kelly where they coached probably her what to say. And since then, Derek hasn't stopped talking. He was kicked off the show for comments he made about Jazz Jennings from I Am Jazz on TLC. However, the entire family over here has the same damn feelings as Derek does about the that whole world. So they apparently kick off Derek for those comments, even though everyone else on the family feels that way, right? And they support Josh publicly, but not Jill. Jill has been ultimate cut out. Josh isn't on the show anymore, but they still post photos with Josh all the time. It's weird. But Jill's not on the show either. So it doesn't have to do with whether or not you're on the show, okay? So the questions were like rampant in the comments. Where's Jill? Too bad they don't show Jill and her family the same unconditional love. Room full of people in denial. Still can't stand seeing Josh and also Anna still with him. She deserves better. I concur. I just can't look at Josh. People don't change. He's a bad person. Speak the truth, Win Truth. It's hard to look at Josh sometimes with everything, but I'm happy to see they're still together. What? He must have prayed and learned from his mistakes. I don't think so. I had to throw in some of these that were not necessarily the most, Can someone please tell me why Josh isn't on County Not anymore? If the family's forgiven him, then why is he not on the program? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's all it takes. And this one, I mean, this is not about Jill, but it's great to see Josh smiling, making a wrong choice in life. Making wrong choices in life. Some things are harder than others, only make us stronger. What? He made a bad choice. That's right. Yeah, just one. So automatically, people are noting the double standard. Okay. So Jill's the one that's, not the one that did anything wrong. The only thing she did was marry Derek, who, by the way, was set up with her by Jim Bob. If you watch 19 Kids and Counting, you know that Jim Bob met Derek in Nepal. Derek was his praying partner while they were in Nepal. And then Jim Bob actually brought Jill to Nepal to meet Derek to set them up. Jim Bob set Derek and Jill up. Think about that. But now Derek is persona non grata in the house, right? And Jill is somehow also not, she doesn't exist apparently, according to these parents. Because, why? Because she's not the golden child or because she's a girl? Doesn't fit their narrative. Derek says she's not even allowed at the house. Now, this is my question. This actually reminded me of another show that we watched called Welcome to Plathville. If you remember, Olivia Plath actually said that Kim and Barry Plath do not allow her and Ethan to spend time with the younger siblings because Kim and Barry are concerned that Olivia and Ethan will influence them with what's going on in the world. Which then made me start to think, are they doing all these things to Jill because she has woken up and she has realized what happened and she's getting out of the fog of the brainwash from the Institute of Basic Life Principles? And is she now realizing that there's so much more out there than what she was taught and they don't want Jill to influence her younger siblings because of that? Why else would they want Jim Bob there? The only reason Jim Bob would be there would be he has to be there because he needs to control what happens. And he doesn't want Jill to do anything that would take anyone else out of this world. It's pretty, the way that these families work, it's all the same. And it's all really sad. So we praise the kid that did all the bad stuff. We pretend like nothing happened. We say that he's redeemed. And we punish the one who was the victim. So I'm probably not alone And I'm betting you're not feeling that alone. So let me know in the comments what you think about this latest outing. And I also want to say that I really wish Anna would leave, but she won't, you guys. As long as she remains within this world, she will not leave because she does not believe, this organization, the Institute of Basic Life Principles, does not believe in divorce. And she will stay no matter what. So Jill can keep on sharing things about, it's okay to leave. It's okay to leave on her Instagram, which she has done. But Anna has to get there herself, and Anna is deeply entrenched. Okay, so tell me what your thoughts are. Is this a double standard? Why is Josh elevated while Jill is put down? I want to know if you agree with the fans, or if you agree with the Duggar fan that said, he just made a bad choice. It's so good to see that he's doing better. Okay? So I'll be back in a little while. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and then also check out my social media below if you want to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. All right, you guys, I'll be back in a little while.